A great many hundred snows ago, Karya, sitting on the sacred stool, created the world. First he made the fishes in the big water, then the animals on the green land, and last of all he made man. But at first the animals were all alike in power. No one knew which animals should be food for the others, and which should be food for man. Then Karya ordered all to meet in one place, that man might give each his rank and power. So the animals all met together one evening when the sun was set, to wait overnight for the coming of man the following morning. Karya also commanded man to make bows and arrows, as many as there were animals, and to give the longest one to the animal which would have the most power, the shortest one to the one which would have the least. So he did, and after 9 sleeps his work was ended, and the bows and arrows which he had made were very many. Now the animals, being all together, went to sleep, so they might be ready to meet man the following morning. But Coyote was exceedingly cunning. He was cunning above all the other beasts. Coyote wanted the longest bow and the greatest power, so he could have all the other animals as his meat. He decided to stay awake all night, that he might be first to meet man in the morning. So he laughed to himself and stretched his nose out on his paw and pretended to sleep. About midnight he began to be sleepy. He had to walk around the camp and scratch his eyes to keep them open. He grew even more sleepy, so sleepy that he had to skip and jump about to keep awake. But he had made so much noise that he had awakened some of the other animals. When the morning star came up, he was too sleepy to keep his eyes open any longer. So he took 2 little sticks and he sharpened them at the ends, and he propped open his eyelids. Then he felt safe. He watched the morning star with his nose stretched along his paws, and he fell asleep. The sharp sticks pinned his eyelids fast together. The morning star rose rapidly in the sky. The birds began to sing, the animals woke up and stretched themselves, but still Coyote lay fast asleep. When the sun rose, the animals went to meet man. He gave the longest bow to Cougar, so he had the greatest power. He gave the second longest to Bear. Others he gave to other animals, giving all but the last to Frog. But the shortest one was still left. Man cried out, "What animal have I missed?" Then the animals began to look around, and they found Coyote fast asleep, with his eyelids pinned together. All the animals began to laugh, and they jumped on Coyote and they danced on him. Then they led him to man, still blinded, and man pulled out the sharp sticks and gave him the shortest bow of all. It would hardly shoot an arrow farther than a foot. All the animals laughed at Coyote. But man took pity on Coyote, because he was even weaker than Frog. So at his request, Karya gave him cunning 10 times more than before, so that he was cunning above all the animals of the woods. Therefore Coyote was friendly to man and his children, and did many things for them.